What's going on, all you mentees? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today, it's time to empty those wallets and fill those shelves. That's right. We're talking about the upcoming collected editions for May of 2023. So, 5 weeks. Let's go ahead and get this started. Why am I holding up 10 fingers? Top 10 doesn't come out till Sunday. Sorry. Let's get started. Welcome back to your monthly budget meeting where we go over each of the weeks of the month, of the upcoming month, and talk about the collected editions coming out for said month. Now, a couple things before I get started. Number one, woke up really congested. But hey, we got to get this done, so bear with me. I have my water down here with me just in case I get a little dry. But I think I'm okay. I hope I don't lose my voice. Oh my gosh, that would be horrible. But let's go ahead and try it. Number two, thank you to Aaron Cobbs for helping me with the Marvel and DC books. It means a lot to me, man. And number three, thank you to our patrons for making videos like this possible. Could not be doing this without you all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go with the first week of May. And that is, of course, May 2nd. For Marvel Comics, we have Avengers West Coast, Epic Collection, California Screaming. Collecting Avengers West Coast 65 through 82, and annual number 6. This is during the Operation Galactic Storm era. This book retails for $49.99, and it has 512 pages. Thunderbolts Omnibus Volume 3. Fabian Nicieza and Patrick Searcher. Actually, Kurt Busiek comes back for this one. Collecting Thunderbolts 64 to 75, and then the series was over, became Fight Bolt. And then issues 100 to 109, Avengers Thunderbolts 1 through 6, and New Thunderbolts number 1 through 18. And Thunderbolts presents Zemo, Born Better. This is $125, and it has 1,216 pages. Spider-Man Life Story Extra. Chip Zdarsky, Mark Bagley. This time around, it's Life Story 1 through 6, and annual number 1. So making it that extra. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, Modern Era Epic Collection. So this kicks off the Modern Era Epic Collection, Edge of Spider-Verse. $44.99, 480 pages, collecting Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, which is her first appearance. Spider-Gwen 1 through 5, and Spider-Gwen, the 2015 B series 1 through 8. Spider-Woman Alpha, Silk 7 through 8, Spider-Woman 6 through 7, and Spider-Woman Omega. So it has the entirety of that crossover. Mighty Marvel Masterworks, The Avengers Volume 3, Among Us Walks a Goliath. Kang the Conqueror on that direct market cover. Collecting issues 21 through 30. Dark Web, this is the event. No talk of an omnibus or an oversized hardcover. But this collects Dark Web 1, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 15 through 18, Venom 14 through 15, Dark Web X-Men 1 through 3, Dark Web Miss Marvel 1 and 2, and the Dark Web finale. Venom by Al Ewing and Ram V. Dark Web, this is Volume 3, collecting Venom 11 through 15. Star Wars, The High Republic Phase 2, Volume 1, Balance of the Force. I'm not sure how many years later this is since the first season. But I know it does take place sometime later. Collecting Star Wars The High Republic, the 2022 series 1 through 5. Wakanda. Collecting Wakanda 1 through 5. It's a new miniseries. It's got the works in here of Natasha Bustos, Stephanie Williams, Evan Narcisse. Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 1 Part 2. So an adaptation of the TV show. Collecting The Mandalorian 5 through 8. From the world of DC Comics, we have Superman, the 85th Anniversary Collection. This looks to be just a trade paperback version of the 80th Anniversary, just collecting different stories. Action Comics 1 and 2, 23, 60, 182, 305, 395, 473, 643, 732. You know what? I can't read all that. Sorry. I end up losing my voice if I try. But you get the idea. It's collecting things from the... dropping my water. Man, I'm out of it. It's collecting things from the 30s all the way up until 2021. So, it's a range there. Legends of the DC Universe, Carmine Infantino, finally coming out. I love how meta that cover is. This is another one that collects just an array of stories from throughout the years featuring Carmine Infantino's artwork. And I'm glad this one was solicited and then canceled, but it is back on. Shazam, the Monster Society of Evil, collecting the 4-issue miniseries. And The Sandman Mystery Theater, Compendium Volume 1. Matt Wagner and Steven Siegel. Catwoman, Cat International, coming out. This is Volume 2, Teeny Howard's run. Nico Leon doing the artwork. Now, DC, gosh, it doesn't look like they're putting up what's collected in here. I do have the page count is 176 pages, $16.99, and it is a trade paperback. Justice League Volume 3, Leagues of Chaos, Brian Michael Bendis, Phil Hester. And this is a hardcover collection, 144 pages, $24.99. Superman Space Age, Mark Russell and Mike Allred. I'm very, very excited for this one. Collecting Superman Space Age 1 through 3. Big fan of Allred, so yeah, I'm in. From the world of manga, we have Arifureta, Commonplace to Strongest Zero, Volume 8. And we have Blood on Tracks. I'm glad those are still coming out. Volume 13, my goodness, published by Vertical Comics. And it is Shuso Oshimi's Blood on Tracks. I think we've got just about most of his stuff here in America. The history of Japan. In manga. I had to do it. That was the best place to do it. It's in the title. A Lovely Muko, Volume 1. Fate Grand Order, Chaldia Scrapbook. And My Stepmother and My Stepsister Aren't Wicked. I gotta love those titles. That one is published by Seven Seas Entertainment. Shaman King Flower. So this looks to be a spin-off of Shaman King. And I just did my manga haul the other day and I was talking about this book. This is by Hiroyuki Takei. Okay. Ghosts and Spirits and Zombies of Gods return in this brand new sequel to the classic shonen adventure. Okay, so it is a follow-up to it. Awesome. And we are also getting Welcome to Demon's School, Iruma-kun. I love that cover. This is published by Vertical Comics, and Osamu Nishi is the creator behind that. From other publishers, we are getting the Star Trek Lower Decks. This is from IDW. Ryan North, Chris Fenoglio, and Dark Spaces Wildfire. Scott Snyder and Hayden Sherman are the creators behind this one. This is a trade paperback. Bloodstained Teeth, Volume 2 from Image Comics. This is Christian Ward. Oh, nice. With Patrick Reynolds on art. And Department of Truth has been moved to this particular week. The hardcover, Deluxe Edition. Hack Slash Deluxe Edition Volume 3. So continuing Tim Seeley's stories in here in Deluxe Edition. I think there's a total of 5 of these. That doesn't include the crossovers. Collecting Hack Slash 18 through 34 and Entry Wound One Shot, $49.99. Hauntology, Jeremy Hahn. Oh, nice. Is this an anthology of scary stories? I'm in. And that is a trade paperback. And Least We Can Do is coming out, Volume 1. Collecting Least We Can Do 1 through 6. And Stillwater by Zdarsky and Perez. Volume 3 is coming out, collecting Stillwater 13 through 18 and The Escape One Shot. From Boom Comics, we're getting Magic the Gathering, hardcover Volume 4. Jed McKay is writing that. I had no idea Jed McKay was writing Magic the Gathering. Maybe that's where you got to start. Wherever you got to start. Freaking awesome. I love his stuff. The Amazing Camel Toe is coming out. What a title. From Black Panel Press. Archie Modern Classics Mania from Archie Comics Publication. $9.99. 80 years. Oh my gosh, has it been 80 years? The Art of Ariel Olivetti from Fair Square Comics is coming out. Both a trade paperback and a hardcover edition of that of his artwork. He's a phenomenal artist. If you've not checked out his art in the past. Every Day. It's coming out in graphic novel format. And we're also getting Fairest of All Villains. It looks like a Wicked kind of thing. Ghoul Yetin from New York Review Comics is coming out, as well as Joanna and the Unstoppable Monster Volume 3. I'm so glad that those books are still coming out. I know they're digest size. I love that. Like, the first one was one of my top reads in 2020. Was it 2021 when it came out? I loved it. They're definitely for kids, but speaks to the child in you for sure. Katie, the Cat Sitter, Volume 3, Secrets and Sidekicks. Man in Macintosh Suit is coming out that very same week. And that one is published by Drawn and Quarterly. And we're also getting Sheltered Edition trade paperback coming out that very same week. As well as, that one is by Source Point Press. It has a very interesting cover. Three Ghosts of Tesla hardcover. I think that one there had been previously solicited for March, I think. But it's by Titan Comics, and now it's moved to here. And The Guardian, Volume 1, Collected Edition. Or, I'm sorry, A Guardian, Collected Edition, Volume 1. It's coming out. As well as Akim Aliu, Dreamer. This is a graphic memoir by Scholastic Incorporated. And we're getting the Asterix Omnibus from Paper Cuts, both in softcover and in hardcover edition, Volume 9. Atonement, I can't even more talk pretty one day. Atonement Bell is coming out that very same week, as well as Black Mass Rising. And we're also getting Black Tide Rising. So not just Black Mass Rising, Black Tide Rising is also coming out. And Blood and Motor Oil. Wow. It's pretty descriptive. As well as Blood of the Virgin. That wraps up that week of May. So, the week of May 9th from Marvel Comics, we have Captain America, Epic Collection Fighting Chance. So this collects issues 420 to 430 of Captain America, Annual 13, Nomad 18 through 19, The Medusa Effect, and Blood Truce. So I believe we have one more to wrap up the era of Mark Gruenwald on Captain America in Epic format. X-Men Epic Collection Second Genesis. This is the new printing, collecting Giant Size X-Men number 1. X-Men 94 through 110, Marvel Team Up 53, 69 through 70, Annual number 1, Iron Fist 14 through 15, and material from Foom number 10. If you have the Uncanny Omnibus, the mapping is a little bit different, and they actually added a couple more issues in here. Trials of X number 9, collecting Sword 10 through 11, Wolverine number 19, Marauders 26, Hellion 16 and 17. Namor, the Submariner, Conquered Shores. Oh, Christopher Cantwell, Say No More. And Pasquale Ferry, collecting Namor, the Submariner, Conquered Shores 1 through 5. Avengers by Jonathan Hickman, Omnibus. Volume 2, not to be missed out in case you missed the first time around. Here it is, back in print. Savage Avengers Volume 2, Escape from Nueva York. So you all know where they are. That's right, 2099 universe. Collecting Savage Avengers 6 through 10. And Alien Volume 3, Icarus. Collecting issues 1 through 6 of the 2022 Alien series. It's still Philip Kennedy Johnson drawing or writing the stories, by the way. From the world of DC Comics, it feels like May 9th is the DC Comics week to just reprint a bunch of old trade paperbacks, which is great. Batman and Robin is getting a new printing, Volume 1, Batman Reborn. Collecting the Batman and Robin series by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. Creature Commandos is getting a new printing. And that is the J.M. DeMatteis series, collecting a bunch of Weird Tale stories, which features the Creature Commandos. Wonder Woman, not just Paradise Lost, is getting a new edition. This is, of course, the Phil Jimenez series. If you've not read it, be prepared to do some heavy reading. But we're also getting Paradise Found. Adam Hughes on the covers. So collecting Wonder Woman 171 and 177 is what Paradise Found is. But it also has Wonder Woman Secret Files number 3. Batman and Son is getting a new edition. This is what kickstarts the Grant Morrison era on Batman, collecting issues 655 to 658 and 663 to 666. 666. Whoa. Oh, that's the big issue with the future story. Gotham Academy is getting an all-in-one collection. It's a big book, 472 pages, $39.99. Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 3, Battle for Gamora. Not the Marvel Gamora. Another Gamora. Tom Taylor, Cian Tormey are the creators behind that book. And the new champion of Shazam is coming out, collecting the 4-issue miniseries. From the world of manga, we have Death Mage, Volume 1, coming out, as well as Fran Omnibus, collecting the first 4 issues, or I guess the first 4 volumes of Fran. That is published by 7 Seas Entertainment, and $19.99. And Hana and Hina, After School, Volume 1 is coming out. PTSD Radio still continuing in Volume 3. Soloist in a Cage, Volume 1 is coming out, as well as I Saw It. And I Saw It, it looks like the same creator. It is published by Last Gasp Studios. Keiji Nakasawa. Looks like the same gentleman that did the Barefoot Gan. And this is a survivor's true story of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. And those books will rip your heart out if you've not read them. Record of Lotus War, Crown Covenant, Volume 1 from Udon Studios. Twilight, Out of Focus, Volume 1. That has nothing to do with the Twilight series. This is published by Vertical Comics. And Wolf Girl, Black Prince, Volume 1 is coming out. From other publishers, we have Breakout, trade paperback. That's published by Dark Horse Comics, by Zach Kaplan. And this collects the first 4 issues of the Breakout comics. And Ask for Mercy Volume 1 by Richard Starkings, collecting Ask for Mercy Volumes 1 and 2. So it must be a big fat trade. 312 pages, $29.99. From Image Comics, we have Bone Orchard Mythos. And this is the 10,000 Black Feathers. Jeff Lemire, Andre Sorrentino, Dave Stewart. How did I not know about this one? It's a hardcover. So it's the same team that brought us Gideon Falls. I didn't know that they were coming out in hardcover format. And from Boom Entertainment, we're getting a complete irredeemable trade paperback. So this is Mark Waid and Peter Krause's book. I assume it's a compendium? Doesn't say Volume 1 or anything, it just says the complete. Let's see, collecting Irredeemable 1 through 37. So yeah, it's going to be a compendium. But I thought they had already released that. Irredeemable Special Number 1, Incorruptible 25 through 26, and then a new forward by Kemp Powers. Very nice. Incal, The Dying Star. This is what would be considered Volume 2 of the new Incal books set in the Incal universe. So that is coming out that very same week, as well as The Best of 2000 AD, Volume 3. I believe this says there's going to be 6 of them. So this is Volume 3. And Daughters of Snow and Cinders from Fantagraphics. That looks absolutely stunning. I love the colors that they're using for that cover. Don't know anything about the book. Gatsby graphic novels coming out. And Girls Have a Blog, complete edition, as well as a slipcase edition. So both of them will be available the same day. Guardians of Horsa, Volume 3, marked for magic. I Can Read Comics. Awesome. Graphic novel coming out that week. And The Impossible People. The Princess and Grilled Cheese Sandwich. Oh, that's adorable. Those books do well in the Scholastic Fair. That's published by Little Brown and Company. Savage Circus Volume 1 is coming out that very same week. And we're also getting the Squire and Knight hardcover. That's coming out in trade paperback and in hardcover edition, published by First Second Books. And Tig and Lily, Volume 1, Tiger Trouble. It's coming out that very same week, as well as Ralph Azam, You Can't Stop a River. I mean, beavers have tried, right? Why am I wasting my voice like that? All right. Let's move on to the next week. The week of May 16th from Marvel Comics, we have the Iron Man Epic Collection, The Crossing. So this collects Iron Man 319 to 324, Avengers 390 to 394, Avengers The Crossing, Force Works 16 through 20, and War Machine 20 to 22. Man, I want to say that just about has everything except for the time slip. Well, there's a couple of other issues missing too, but that is a big book. That one is 512 pages, $49.99. Incredible Hulk by Peter David, Omnibus Volume 5. Both the direct market and the standard edition cover are coming out that same day. Actually, that's, I don't know if you can tell or not. That's the standard right there. The direct market is the Del Keown one. Collecting Incredible Hulk The End. Oh, that alone is well worth it. What if General Ross had become the Hulk? Incredible Hulk 77 through 87. That's the Tempest Fugit storyline. Hulk Destruction 1 through 4. Hulk Fing Fang Boom number 1. Marvel Adventures Hulk 13 through 16. Incredible Hulk Last Call number 1. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads 1 through 5. And New Fantastic Four 1 through 5. Material from Giant Size Hulk number 1. World War Hulk Prologue World Breaker. And Hulk Monster Size Special number 1. And then Breaking Into Comics the Marvel Way number 2. Material from that. 904 pages, retailing for $100. Spider-Man, One More Day, Gallery Edition. That one there is collecting Spider-Man 544 to 545, Sensational Spider-Man 41, Friendly Neighborhood 24, and Marvel Spotlight Spider-Man One More Day. It's going to be fun to talk about, I swear. I guess focusing on the art. Thor, The Mighty Thor, Volume 4, collecting Thor 195 to 228, as well as material from Marvel Treasure Edition number 3. This one has 784 pages, $100. The Marvel Masterworks, and that one, again, both the direct market and standard edition are coming out the same day. Marvel Masterworks Howard the Duck Volume 2. Both standard and direct market are coming out the same day, collecting Howard the Duck 15 through 31 in annual number 1. Captain Marvel Volume 9, Revenge of the Brood, Part 1. I believe this is the penultimate volume, collecting issues 42 to 46. We'll have one more and wrapping up Kelly Thompson's era of Captain Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells, Volume 4, Dark Web, collecting Amazing Spider-Man 15 through 18, Dark Web 1, and Dark Web Finale number 1. X-Men, I love that cover. Legends, Past Meets Future. It's a Carrie Andrews cover. I thought it was Daniel Warren Johnson at first. Collecting the X-Men Legends 1 through 6. So it's stories taking place in the past, in the X-Men's past. Roy Thomas is doing some of the writing in here. From the world of DC Comics, we have Tom Strong Compendium. And that one is $59.99, 952 pages. Black Adam, Volume 1, the Christopher Priest and Rafael Sandoval story. $19.99, 168 pages. The Flash, the Fastest Man Alive. Looks like it's an official movie tie-in. Kenny Porter, Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, $14.99, collecting a 3-issue miniseries. And from the world of manga, we have Confessions of a Shy Baker. Can't make titles up like that. That's awesome. That's from Tokyo Pop. That's Volume 2, Confessions of a Shy Baker. And 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. What if we kick that up a notch? Dude, even when I'm feeling bad, I still got a joke, right? What if we moved it up to 2.6? This is Volume 6, by the way. And we're also getting Bake Monogatari. Now, the reason I added that here, I don't know how. I missed this. This is Volume 18, by the way. Oh, great, is doing this. I love that guy's artwork, from Air Gear to Tenjo Tenge. Like, I love his art. I had no idea he was working on a new series. This is Bake Monogatari, and that's published by Vertical Comics. We're on Volume 18. I hope there's a box set of that someday. Candy and Cigarettes, Volume 4 is coming out, and that is published by Seven Seas Entertainment. Cute cover. Kamen Rider Kuga, Volume 3 from Titan Comics. So they're publishing manga too. Titan Manga, rather. And we're also getting Last Game, Volume 1. That is published by Seven Seas. And it has a very old school feel to it. That one there. As well as Marmalade Boy. I love that stuff. You may have seen it on my haul. Volume 2 is coming out. Shibanban. Super cute doggies. I gotta add that on here. That does look super cute. And Who Made Me a Princess, Volume 1. is coming out. Love that cover. That is by 7 Seas Entertainment. From the world of Dark Horse Comics, we're getting Shock Shop, Cullen Bunn, Layla Lace, and Danny Luckert, collecting Shock Shop 1 through 4. As well as Abe Sapien, Dark and Terrible. We didn't have any Dark Horse Comics the previous week, but man, they're more than making up for it this week. Abe Sapien, Dark and Terrible, Volume 2, collecting Abe Sapien, Volume 6 through 8. Elixir. It's a trade paperback for $19.99, 128 pages. Getting a very Sin City vibe in there. Frank Barbieri and Victor Santos. The World of Black Hammer, Library Edition, Volume 5, 248 pages, $49.99. Grendel, Volume 4. This is the new edition of the Omnibus. So this should wrap up Grendel, and I think we have the Grendel in Space book, if I'm not mistaken. So Matt Wagner, of course, Greg Rucka, Monty Sheldon in here. So this is stuff I don't think I've ever read this stuff. Because there's the Devil's Odyssey, that's what it's called. That's the one that follows this up. Fortune and Glory, Volume 1. Brian Michael Bendis drawing himself in there too. A true Hollywood comic book story. Collecting Fortune and Glory 1 through 3. Light Carries On by Ray Nadine. And this, I think this is a Comixology original. Hardcover, 264 pages, $19.99. From the world of Image Comics, we're getting Flawed, trade paperback Volume 1 by Chuck Brown and Prenzy. Oh, I like that cover. Collecting Flawed 1 through 6. Gunslinger Spawn, Volume 2, Todd McFarlane, Adelso Corona, and Corey King. As well as Rogue Sun, trade paperback Volume 2, set in the world of Radiant Black. Ryan Parrott writing this one with Marco Rena doing the artwork. And from Boom Comics, we're getting Mech Cadets by Greg Pak and Takeshi Miyazawa, who was an artist, Ultimate Spider-Man. And Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane. 20 kilometers an hour, maybe that's what this is. This is by Drawn and Quarterly by Washibai. How fast can you go in a buggy drawn by flap of butterfly's wings? Ooh, that looks deep. Blink. It's coming out that same week in trade paperback format by Oni Press. Christopher Sabella. Digging that cover. Creepy. Clementine Fox. Both in hardcover and in trade paperback format. Volume 1 by Graphics Entertainment. It's coming out that very same week. Georges Run's Writer's Journey Through the Twilight Zone. What a hell of a title. So, this is George's Run. And it's a writer's journey through the Twilight Zone. Henry Chamberlain doing this particular story. Rutgers University Press. That looks that looks up my alley, honestly. Iron Maiden, Where is Eddie? Coming out in hardcover format. 83 Days and Maripol War Diary. It's coming out that very same week. As well as Best of Jane Bond. So I didn't even know this was a thing. So apparently, this is by Rebellion 2000 AD. This is a collection of espionage Avengers from the 1960s. Girls Comics Princess Tina. It's restored in its full glory. May have to check that one out. Mike Hubbard is the writer and artist on that book. Black Beacon is getting restocked that very same week. Dark One, Volume 1 is coming out. And that is being published by Vault Comics. I think I have an advanced copy of that, if I'm not mistaken. Dog Knight, Volume 1, coming out in hardcover and in trade paperback format. Now, this is really interesting. Dreadstar Hardcover Wizard, Rare Limited Edition. This is the signature edition. But it's being published by Dynamite. I thought that Jim Starlin was self-publishing the Dreadstar stuff. $29.99, and it is a hardcover limited edition, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. Enlightened Transsexual Comics is coming out in hardcover format. Everything is Fine. This is a webtoon comic, but I guess being published by Webtoon Unscrolled. Creepy cover there. I Can Read Comics. Baby Sharks. Oh, now we got Baby Sharks. I cannot believe that stuff is just blown up. Mordecai Crow, Volume 1 of 3, Secret of Jero. And we're also getting My Stupid Life. What a title. That's published by Silver Sprocket. And Olivia James, Nancy. Hardcover, Nancy wins at friendship. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Nancy. That Nancy. I remember that chick. From critically acclaimed cartoonist Olivia James. It's a fresh new spin on the beloved Nancy comics will delight new readers. So it's a new spin on the character of Nancy. Smurf Tales, hardcover, Volume 7, Giant Smurfs and Other Tales. Awesome. I'm glad they're continuing that. That's Paper Cuts, and I think Mad Cave Studios is now publishing their stuff. And Snake Pits. It's coming out. And that is Snake Pits Big Adventure, published by Silver Sprocket. Now, if you're interested in some of these books coming out, check out our first sponsor.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltscomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
So let's keep it going with Amazing Spider-Man, Epic Collection Maximum Carnage, the new printing, kicking off our week of May 23rd. So this collects Amazing Spider-Man 378 to 380, Web of Spider-Man 101 to 103, Spider-Man 35 to 37, Spectacular Spider-Man 201 to 203, Spider-Man Punisher Sabretooth Designer Jeans one-shot and material from Spider-Man Unlimited 1 and 2. So 432 pages, $39.99. The Marvel Masterworks, The Avengers Volume 3, both covers are going to be released the same day. Collecting Avengers 236 to 245, Uncle Roger's Avengers, Annual 13, and then Hawkeye 1 through 4. Spider-Man 2099 Omnibus, both covers available the same day, 1,384 pages. This one is $150. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man by B. Earl, Taboo, and Juan Ferreira. Collecting Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man 1 through 5. Punisher War Journal, but this is the spin-off of the Punisher series by Jason Aaron, so this has a bunch of miniseries like Punisher War Journal Blitz, Brother, and Base. Torun Grombeck. I do like her writing. She killed it on Valkyrie. Star Wars Volume 5, The Path to Victory. Charles Soule continuing his Star Wars series, collecting issues 26 through 30. Peter Parker and Miles Morales Spider-Man Double Trouble. This is a graphic novel. Collecting Double Trouble 1 through 4 and Spider-Man and Venom Double Trouble one shot. Mariko Tamaki and Vita Ayala and Guri Hiru is the artist. Immortal X-Men by Kieran Gillen Volume 2. I love that cover right there. Collecting issues 7 through 10 of Immortal X-Men. From the world of DC Comics, we have Shazam and the 7 Magic Lands new edition. Collecting 12-issue series by Del Eaglesham and Jeff Johns. Batman Urban Legends Volume 5. So this continues the anthology series written by several creators, drawn by several artists. 296 pages, $29.99. It is a trade paperback. Poison Ivy Volume 1, The Virtuous Cycle by G. Willow Wilson and Marcio Takara. That cover, wow, that cover is beautiful. It's a hardcover, $24.99. Poison Ivy 1 through 6. DC Pride, The New Generation. Again, anthologies by different creators and different artists. $19.99. It is a hardcover and 192 pages. Blood Syndicate. Season 1 is coming out in hardcover format. Collecting Blood Syndicate Season 1, 1 through 6. Chris Cross is back. Jeffrey Thorne is the writer on that book. From the world of manga, we have A Business Proposal by Ize Press. I think they're a New York publishing company. And we're also getting A Story of Seven Lives, now coming out in omnibus format by Seven Seas Entertainment. Dragon King's Imperial Wrath Volume 1 is coming out that very same week. And that one is published by Seven Seas Entertainment as well. Digging that cover. Elden Ring Road to Erdtree coming out. And I assume that's like based on the Elden Ring series. Published by Yen Press. Yeah, it's software. From software. Instant Death Ability is so overpowered, Volume 1. And these titles never get old. It's like they just have fun with these ridiculous titles because they know somebody's going to end up getting this stuff. And we're also getting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Golden Wind, hardcover, Volume 8. Golly. That stuff's still selling. Uncanny Omar talked pretty one day. Magical Girl Incident. It's coming out that very same week. As well as Suin Tai-chan. This is a spin-off of the Chi Sweet Home. And Toilet Bound Hanako-kun First Stall box set coming out that week. From Dark Horse Comics, we have Elephant Man 2261 Volume 1. So Richard Starkings is now publishing his stuff over at Dark Horse, huh? Because I know Image was publishing Elephant Man for a while. I love to see this stuff collected in hardcover. So this collects, it's an omnibus. It collects Elephant Man 2261 Seasons 1 and 2. Boo Cook is the artist on that. $24.99, and it has 248 pages. From the world of Image Comics, we have 20th Century Men, trade paperback coming out by Denise Camp and Stephen Morian, collecting the first 6 issues of that series. Avis Demon Book 1. And this is Reborn by Michelle Fuss, the writer and artist on that book. And it looks like a different dimensions than the trade paperbacks. He Told Me trade paperback is coming out by H.S. Tack and Isabella Mazzanti, collecting He Told Me 1 through 5. And this is where we're going to find the Invincible Compendium Volume 2, collecting Invincible 48 through 96, Invincible Returns number 1, and The Astounding Wolfman number 11. $99.99, and Chroma. And this is by Lorenzo Di Felici, both the writer and artist. I love that cover. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Kev Walker, collecting the first 4 issues of that series. From Boom Studios, we're getting Briar by Christopher Cantwell. This looks absolutely gorgeous. First 4 issues are collected in this trade paperback, and Herman Garcia and Matthias Lopez are the other creators on this book. Herman Garcia, is that the guy that did Kazar? Orcs is coming out. The Curse. Christine Larson is the writer and artist, collecting Orcs the Curse 1 through 4. And Girl Juice is coming out in trade paperback format from Drawn and Quarterly. As well, I don't know what that book's about. Harbinger, Volume 2 from Valiant Comics. Valiant has 1 or 2 books a month. They've kind of slowed down a lot. Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing. Those are the guys that are working on Captain America, aren't they? And Robbie Rodriguez on art. That does not look like the Harbinger I grew up with. That's for sure. And Alvar Mare, hardcover Volume 2, Ominous Wind is coming out. And that is by Epicenter Comics. We're getting the Adherent graphic novel. And that is being published by Conundrum Press. As well as Archie Giant Comics Charm trade paperback. Baby Bears Bakery graphic novel Volume 2 is coming out that very same week. As well as, and that's by Dempa Books. Titan Comics is publishing Bloodborne Lady of Lanterns graphic novel Volume 1. We're getting a new Topi, Collected Topi hardcover Volume 9 by Magnetic Press. Love to see new Topi collected. Color of Always is coming out, published by A Wave World Incorporated. Creepover Volume 4, Show Must Go On. Show must go on. Hey, sorry, can't even sing. I can't sing even when I'm not feeling bad. Damnation Diaries by Uncivilized Books is coming out that very same week. Darkness We Brought Back. Oh, I like that title. Darkness We Brought Back, coming out that week. The Dice Man Complete Edition hardcover. And that is being published by Rebellion 2000 AD. I don't know what... this is in hardcover format. John Wagner, Pat Mills, Kevin O'Neill. Legendary role... Oh, it's a role-playing game. Okay, originally published during the adventure game book boom of the 1980s. Okay. I was wondering what the heck Judge Dredd was doing there. Elvira in Horrorland. Both trade paperback and hardcover coming out that week. I love that take on Nightmare on Elm Street. That is a beautiful cover. This collects the 5-issue series, including a complete cover gallery. David Avalone is doing the story in here, and Sylvia Califano is doing the art for that book. And then we're getting Fantagraphics Underground, Doris, Danger, Giant Monsters coming out that week. And this is in trade paperback format. Gangster Ass Barista. Heck of a title right there. That actually sounds like a manga, but it is not. Actually, it kind of looks like a little bit like a manga. But yeah, it's just Gangster Ass Barista, and this is published by Black Mask Studios. And we're also getting Grand Slam Romance Volume 1. That's published by Abrams Comics Arts. Gurvan, A Dream of Earth hardcovers coming out that week. I Can Read Comics. There's a lot of these coming out. I guess 3, not a lot. This is Fish and Worm. And Life Formed is coming out that very same week. And that one is by Scout Comics. I like that cover. Lost in Taiwan is coming out in hardcover and in trade paperback format, as well as the Memento Mori. And that is being published by Oni Press. Peculiar Woods hardcover and graphic novel format, Volume 1, Ancient Underwater City is coming out. Poe Murders. Dren Productions is publishing that particular book, and that is an eerie cover. Yes, I know it's Edgar Allan Poe. It just looks extra eerie. We're also going to get the Robert Jordan Eye of the World trade paperback Volume 3. This is a new printing. We're also getting a trade paperback Volume 4 new printing. Salome's Last Dance is coming out in hardcover format from Fantagraphics. That's by Daria Tesler. Science Comics Electricity hardcover and graphic novel format. And speaking of graphic novel and hardcover format, Shakti's also getting one of those releases, and that is by Harper Alley. Tower of God hardcover Volume 2 is coming out, and that is being published by Webtoon Unscrolled. So that's the second Webtoon this month. Trigor Labyrinth hardcover is coming out, and that is being published by Fantagraphics. And we're also getting the Twisted Dark. This is a new printing by TPub. Neil Gibson and Caspar Wingard are the creators behind that. The week of May 30th from Marvel Comics, it's the return of Sergeant Fury, Epic Collection Berlin Breakout, collecting Sergeant Fury 20 to 36. It's been years since we've had one of these, and Annuals 1 and 2. I just started reading it this past week. She-Hulk Epic Collection, The Cosmic Squish Principle, Steve Gerber, joined by Simon Furman and Brian Hitch. I believe that is a Del Keown cover, if I'm not mistaken, or looks like a Del Keown cover. Collecting She-Hulk 13 through 30 and material for Marvel Superheroes number 5. Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, the original Marvel years, Volume 6, collecting issues 89 and through 107, and then Star Wars 108, which came out. That one came out in 2018, 2019, I believe. Marvel Masterworks, The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1. This is the Remasterworks era. I've done an overview on the channel already, an advanced look on the channel if you want to check out that video. Both covers coming out that same day. I did a comparison to the previous printing and then the Omnibus editions. This collects Amazing Fantasy 15, as well as Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 10. X-Men Dark Phoenix Saga, getting a new trade paperback edition, collecting issues 129 to 137. X-Force by Benjamin Percy hardcover. This collects issues 50 through 26 and Wolverine number 13. Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson, Omnibus Volume 1. This one has 736 pages and retails for $100. Daredevil Omnibus Volume 2. This is $100, 800 pages, collecting 42 to 74 of Daredevil. Iron Man 35, and then material from Iron Man number 36. Both covers available the same day. She-Hulk by Rainbow Rowell, Volume 2, Gen of Hearts. Collecting the latest issues of Rainbow Rowell's run, 6 through 10. Luca Maresca is the artist. Jen Bartel supplying the covers. X-Men 92, the saga continues. So this collects X-Men 92, 1 through 4. X-Men 92 from 2016, 1 through 10. And then X-Men 92, House of 92, 1 through 5. That was surprisingly really good. Carnage, Volume 2, Carnage in Hell from Rom V. Collecting issues 6 through 10 of Carnage. And from the world of DC Comics, we're getting The Power of Shazam Book 2. I don't have an advanced copy of this, but it is in trade paperback, whereas the first one was in hardcover, but at least we're getting it. $39.99, 424 pages, collecting Showcase 96, Superboy Plus number 1, Supergirl Plus 1, Superman Man of Tomorrow 4, Power Shazam 13 through 23, and Power Shazam Annual from 1996. Steel, a celebration of 30 years, is coming out in hardcover format, collecting Action Comics number 4, 30 years of Steel pretty much. Adventure of Superman number 500, so his first appearance. And that one is $49.99. Static Season 1 is coming out this time around in trade paperback format, collecting Season 1, 1 through 6 of Static Shock. From the world of manga, we are getting the Do Not Say Mystery Omnibus coming out that week. That is being published by Seven Seas Entertainment. We're also getting the Fire Force Omnibus Volume 4, so continuing Fire Force. This one collects issues 7 through 9. So is it just 2 volumes and then they decided to do 3? Polar Bear Cafe. Oh my gosh, of course, yes. That's brilliant. Polar Bear Cafe. Why would you not want to eat there? Parallel World Pharmacy, Volume 1. That one's being published by One Piece. P-E-A-C-E, by the way. Peace. Not peace, like the One Piece. We're also getting Witches of Adamas, Volume 5, coming out that very same week. And that one is being published... Now... It's medicine, right? It's medicine. What the hell was I saying? Witches of Adamas, Volume 5. Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is publishing that one. Okay, that makes sense. Ghost Ship is hentai. Ms. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Elma Diary, Volume 7 is coming out. From the world of Dark Horse Comics, we're getting a lot of stuff this week. EC Archives, Tales from the Crypt coming out. And this is coming out in hardcover format, so it's a reprint. Very good. I'm very, very good. I'm happy that these are coming back out. 29 through 34, in case you've never picked it up. $49.99, 216 pages. Blab Volume 1. I heard really good stuff about this. Comic stories that will make you blab. 112 pages, $19.99. That one is by Monty Beauchamp. Murky World. I have done an overview of this one here. There's an introduction by Mike Mignola, but this is all by Richard Corbin. Resident Alien Omnibus, Volume 2, Peter Hogan and Steve Parkhouse. This is the stuff that, of course, it inspired the show right here, or that's what the show's adapting. Lot 13 by Steve Niles. I haven't seen Steve Niles on a book in a while. And Glenn Fabry? Really? Preacher's Glenn Fabry drawing the internal artwork. So this was originally published DC Comics and is now being published by Dark Horse. Son of Ashgard. This is I'll Met in Elmgard. So this is this an original Comixology? Chad Corey is the writer on this book. It is a soft cover. Dot Self, Christopher Sabella and Kara McGee. That is a Comixology original, being published in paperback format, 144 pages, $22.99. The Roadie, Tim Seeley and Fran Galan. That one is $19.99, 104 pages. Collecting the Roadie 1 through 4. Lost Falls Volume 1. It's Kurt Pyers, $22.99, 144 pages. Twin Peaks meets Lovecraft Country. Okay. Final Girls. Kara Ellison. I don't want to know anything about this guy. One of my favorite movies was Final Girl. I don't think it has anything to do with that, but it looks pretty interesting, just that cover. BPRD, Omnibus Volume 5, Mike Mignola, John Arcudi, Guy Davis, Tyler Crook, Dave Stewart, just to name a few of the creators of this series. And the Omnibus, of course, are mapped different than the hardcovers. Navigator by John Bruno. It's a hardcover for $24.99, 104 pages. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins, Molly Mauk Tea Leaf. That was a mouthful by Jody Hauser. And this is a hardcover, $17.99, 56 pages. From the world of IDW, we have Will Eisner's The Spirit Artisan Edition. This is the paperback version for $39.99, 144 pages. Star Trek Picard, Stargazer. That's based on the TV show. And Star Trek Warriors of the Mirror War, $17.99. Star Trek The Mirror War, and that one is $24.99, and it is a paperback, 192 pages. From the world of Image Comics, we're finally getting the Good Asian 1936 Deluxe Edition coming out. Pornsak Pichet Shote, I think is how you pronounce their name. This is issues 1 through 10, and it is a hardcover edition, $39.99. Ice Cream Man, Volume 9. And by Maxwell Prince, Martin Morazzo, and Chris O'Halloran are the creators behind that one. From Boom Comics, we're getting Faithless, the hardcover edition, and the slipcase edition. Brian Azzarello and Maria Lovett are the creators behind that book. Bandita, Dominican superhero graphic novel, is coming out that very same week, as well as Myth Adventures Collected Edition. That is being published by Airship Entertainment. 2 AM Eternal. And that's being published by Secret Acres. That cover looks busy, but it looks wicked cool. Eric Kostiuk Williams is the creator behind that book. And Big Nate TV series. Next up, Superstardom. The Blue Flame is getting a complete series in trade paperback format, and that is, of course, by Vault Comics. That I did get an advanced copy of. Books of Clash coming out in hardcover format and in graphic novel format. Legendarius Achievery? Yeah, Legendarius. Why did I say Legendarius? Oh my gosh. Whew. I'm running out of steam here. I'm surprised I still have my voice. This is published by First Second Books. And we're also getting By the Horns, Dark Earth Part 1. That is by Scout Comics. It looks like a really cool cover. Centralia hardcover is coming out from Living the Line. They were kind enough to send me an advanced copy, and I need to get on that and start reading it. Cossacks, Volume 1, Winged Hussar, by Cinebooks. Darkwing is coming out in hardcover. This is by Heavy Metal Entertainment. Nothing to do with Darkwing Duck, by the way. And we're also getting Darla from Invader Comics coming out that very same week. Destroyer Duck. Now, this is really cool. This is a really cool collection here. This is by Tomorrow's Publishing. So, Steve Gerber and Jack Kirby. This is when Steve Gerber had a lawsuit against Marvel, and he decided to take it on his own and get Jack Kirby to help him do a benefit book. Oh, it was such a weird time, but Destroyer Duck. It's pretty much Howard the Duck, or a continuation of his stories without the name Howard the Duck. And After End is coming out that week. That is also from Vault Comics. And Fantagraphics is publishing the Fantagraphics Underground Brothers and Mothers hardcover edition. That one is $30. FGTeve, or Fijtive, not sure how to say it, Out of Time is coming out from Harper Alley. And Hexies Volume 2. And that is being published by Blue Fox Comics. Digging that cover. Jurassic Jeff, Space Invader is coming out. Random House Graphics is publishing that book. Knee Deep, Volume 1 is coming out that week. And that is published by Oni Press. Listen Beautiful Marcia. And that is published by Fantagraphics. We're also getting the Metal Shark Bro 2, Assault on Hamsing Island. This is the new printing. Mindset, the complete collection, is coming out from Vault Comics. So I'm not sure if that was previously released as a trade paperbacks or thinner trades. Nightmare World, the complete collection, is coming out as well. Lots of complete collections. That one's being published by Source Point Press. My Bad, trade paperback volume 2, 30 Minutes or Dead, by Ahoy Comics. Northern Steel, that's an awesome title, by Sex Publishing. Out of My Head, Imaginary Creatures of Joseph Bach is coming out in hardcover format in this landscape format too. Silver Age Classics, Strange Journey, hardcover format coming out, as well as the slipcase edition. And Sinners graphic novel, volume 1, coming out that week. And we're also getting the Tao Bang is coming out in hardcover format, and that is being published by Magnetic Press. That looks killer. Undead Ed, there, I said it. Both coming out in hardcover and in softcover edition. Balerion and Loreline, volume 2, Where Stories Are Born. Those are being published by Cinebooks. And Humanoids, Weapons of Metabaron, the oversized edition. So it's going to be oversized. Now, if you're interested in purchasing some of these books, or any of these books, or all these books, check out our sponsor here in America.
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget, the CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more.
And those were the books coming out in May of 2023. Let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for, what you're hoping to see come out in June, and then come back on Sunday for my top 10 most wanted recommended reads. Damn, that's going to be hard. There's so many good books coming out. Smash that like button on the way out. Thank you so much. Again, apologies for my voice. Feeling really groggy and tired and just congestion, man. Hopefully it's just allergies. That's it, everyone. Stay healthy and safe. Thank you again to our patrons for making videos like this possible. Smash that like button on the way out. Bye. Love.